DunHero is one of my favorite roguelite action RPGs out there. I've been playing DunHero since the early days when the game looked like this, and I still cannot get enough of it. I've been enjoying the 1.0 version since its launch, so here are my first impressions after more than 20 hours of gameplay. In this video, we will go through the must-know elements of the game from a QA perspective. We will discuss what the game does very well, what could be improved, and I list 5 features I'd like to see added. And of course, I will address the question everyone asks, is it worth playing? I will cover that in my conclusion. DunHero has a pretty straightforward core gameplay loop. You pick a class, check out their special mechanics, go through the portal, and start blasting. The game currently has 28 unlockable classes and 8 maps to conquer with 8 bosses. If you beat the game for the first time, you can unlock the challenge mode where you can add different types of difficulty elements to your gameplay up to 520% extra difficulty. If you would stop the video here, DunHero might still sound like a pretty decent roguelite action RPG, but we are far from over. The revert tutorial for the full version is really neat and covers almost everything about the game. It explains how to move, interact with the world, attack, understand the attributes, dash, and chuck potions. It serves as an excellent starting point for diving into the world of DunHero. The tutorial continues in your first run, explaining a little bit more about the game. In your first run, you will only be able to play as the hero, who is the ideal starting character. He has 3 different weapons, each utilizing one of the 3 core attributes, allowing you to build according to your playstyle. After your initial attempt, you will have the opportunity to explore the first 3 classes: the warrior, the hunter, and the mage, the classics. When you choose your character, you can view their starting attributes, gear, and special mechanics. Initially, I recommend focusing on these mechanics, but later on, you can freely discover your own unique builds. By navigating to the achievements menu, you can see the requirements to unlock other classes. Additionally, selecting their silhouettes will show you what you need to achieve to unlock them. Unlocking all the characters will definitely provide a substantial amount of gameplay. Which is your favorite class in DunHero and why? Let me know in the comments. Controls are pretty straightforward. Use WASD to move, space to dash, F to interact, and tab to open your inventory. The inventory has 3 tabs related to your statistics, mechanics, and special card upgrades. You will find yourself visiting these tabs frequently by buying new items and mixing and matching your gear. The statistics tab is quite extensive, so I plan to create a separate video discussing them. For starters, let's just say there is a lot to discover here. One of the most important parts of the controls is the dash. Dash is super smooth and gives you all the mobility you need to survive in this chaos. From the very first second, you will hear the awesome polyphonic chiptune music, which wonderfully suits the theme of the game. All the tracks are upbeat, fast-paced, and incredibly energizing, making you feel compelled to dash forward and take down as many enemies as possible. The OST of DunHero was composed by Miguel Angel. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but you're a legend. Without exaggeration, it's worth playing the game just for its music. It's that good. There are 8 different tracks for the 8 maps and a separate track for the boss fights. Just brilliant. What is your all-time favorite gaming OST? Let me know in the comments. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the core gameplay loop is pretty simple yet very addictive. Since this is a roguelite RPG, dying will be a key part of the journey. You will be completing fairly simple quests all over the maps. Take down a specified number of enemies indicated by the red dots on the map to progress to the boss area. There are optional quests you can take on as well. They usually involve killing tougher enemies for better rewards. The layout of the maps is randomized, so killing these enemies is not boring at all, and you will never know what you will find laying around the map. Secret places, shrines, chests, and other awesome things make it worth your time to explore. To be totally honest, I think exploring is the most enjoyable part of DunHero, at least for me. As you would expect, the difficulty of the maps increases. The first two levels are fairly easy, but other levels get crazier and crazier. I must mention the desert, which is the fourth map of the game. It presents a huge difficulty gap compared to the previous maps. Not to mention the jungle, which is the bane of my existence in DunHero. However, getting through these levels feels incredibly rewarding. The loot in DunHero is pretty random, so working towards specific items and builds is not necessarily a thing. Fortunately, there are two different types of dice that can help you achieve your goals. The normal dice let you reroll the shop selection, while the gold dice allow you to reroll boss rewards and epic cards. In this case, luck plays a big part in the game when it comes to acquiring items, but it makes the hunt thrilling. There are 2.5 types of NPCs in the game. The hostile ones, indicated by the red emojis above their heads, are pretty easy to understand. They will attack you on sight, no questions asked. The friendly ones, such as merchants, followers, and buffing NPCs, have green smiley faces above their heads. They assist you as soon as they spot any hostile enemies, but this can be both a boon and a bane at the same time. Most of the time, fighting enemies is chaotic since all the enemies have some kind of ranged projectile attacks, making DunHero special gameplay-wise, but pretty hectic in many instances. However, when friendly NPCs try to help you by attacking enemies, there is a significant chance you might hit one of them, which means problem. They will turn on you and you won't be able to interact with them anymore. They are usually tough, so taking them down is a challenge in itself. The upside is that you can loot them at the end of the encounter. You lose karma though, but we will talk about this in a moment. Now, for the last half of the factions, the bandits. They are interesting. There are friendly bandits with whom you can trade and hire as followers, and there are technically friendly bandits presented as an optional quest to defeat them for some sweet XP, gold and loot. Eliminating them rewards you karma, which grants better prices in the shops. However, if you fight any bandits near friendly bandits, they will attack you as soon as they see you struggling against their fellow bandits. Killing normally friendly bandits also gives you extra karma. This faction-based struggle is super fun, but at the moment I think it needs some clarification and bug fixes, since sometimes your bandit followers just attack another friendly NPCs and it can be hard to see who's casting what projectile. As you progress in your DunHero journey, your save will accumulate levels. With these levels, you can unlock different starting item sets. From level 3, you will receive 75 starting gold, from level 6, 1 potion and 2 berries, and so on. These are pretty useful tools to customize how you like to start your runs based on your characters you play. However, the most significant aspect of accumulating save levels is the upgrade tree. For every level you gain, you can spend a point to acquire a permanent upgrade. There are 4 directions you can branch out to: survivability, companions, better prices, and so on. What I really like is that you can reset them at any time, as many times you'd like, allowing you to customize your upgrades along the way. They are extremely helpful and can change the tides of battle significantly. Starting with 75 armor, getting a revive, and securing better prices in shops is just super fun. My only concern is that at the moment, above level 27, you cannot spend more points, so they just sit unused. It would be awesome to have some flat stat boost based on them, or who knows, maybe there is more to come in the upgrade tree. So before we summarize our thoughts on DunHero 1.0 after 20 hours of gameplay, let me list 5 of my feature wishes for the game. It's a small thing, yet a big one and a must-have in my opinion. Please give us windowed full screen mode, because come on, alt-tabbing should be a smooth experience, and at the moment taking screenshots for the game is a bit problematic as well. The second one might seem like cheating from my end, since I talk to the developer pretty often and know this feature is coming, but I thought it could be great to mention it. Please allow us to dismiss our followers. If you have a follower with low HP, we cannot hire a new one at the moment because we would exceed the follower limit, and this feels frustrating. However, this will be solved in the next batch. More upgrade points would be my third feature wish for the game. If you have played for a decent amount of time, it would be nice to have more rewards available based on your saves levels. The fourth one is some kind of outline for the friendly NPCs and their projectiles would be really helpful. When we engage in an intense battle involving enemies and NPCs, it is hard to see who is who and who's casting what projectile. An outline would really assist in this regard. The fifth one would be, let us reroll all the merchants with the dice. I know this might sound a bit meta and balance breaking, but I think it would be so much fun. Rerolling the potion vendor, the summons vendor, and even the dark merchant would be super awesome. And of course, I had to add a sixth as an extra. This wish might be a cheesy one, but I would just die to see some female character models. All of the characters are male, and I would love to see female versions of them for sure. What features would you like to see in DunHero? Let me know. So the time has come to answer the ultimate question. Is DunHero worth playing? And the answer is a resounding 100% yes. DunHero costs €9 and provides many hours of fun, content, and chaotic roguelike mayhem. It was developed by a single developer who is incredibly passionate and a genuinely nice person. The game features 28 unlockable classes, 8 maps, 8 bosses, achievements, more than 600 items, and an amazing soundtrack. Did I mention there is multiplayer as well? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this first impressions of one of my favorite action roguelites out there. Drop a like, a sub, and a comment if you liked it, and I catch you on the next one.